From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is an OSU update. I'm Jenny Carlson. David Glidden is one of those Oklahoma State seniors that will play his final game in the Sugar Bowl on January 1st. And John Helsley joins us on the phone. John, as we talk about seniors in this senior class, he's a guy that's obviously well-known, well-loved, a Mustang guy who has really sort of played his way into fans' hearts, if you will. But he's a guy that leaves a bigger legacy maybe inside the doors of this OSU program. What have you learned about just the imprint that he's left?
Jenny, he's become a really powerful leader for this team. You know, with every year and every year that you have a group of seniors that leave, you kind of look to see who are the next group of guys that's going to take over that role. And he's definitely in that group, was that guy over the summer. You know, we jokingly talked to him about being the weight room monitor, sort of the hall monitor version of the football team. And he was definitely that. He's not afraid to challenge pretty much anybody on the team to pick it up in their weight room workouts or on the practice field or wherever he sees that it might be needed.
You know, John, as you talk to him about that, I'm curious because, you know, as I mentioned, he is one of the smaller guys on this team. But yet to be that kind of leader and to hold that kind of sway, did that take some time? Did he feel like that he had to take that upon himself as a senior? How did that sort of evolve?
Yeah, it really did because, you know, first he talked about observing other guys early on in his career, whether it was Brandon Whedon, some of those kind of guys he pointed to as guys that he thought were good leaders and good examples. And then the other thing is you've sort of got to earn the respect by getting healthy, which was something that had to happen with David Glidden, being productive on the field, you know, not just talking it, but being able to go out and produce and help the team. And, you know, his last 2 years at OSU, he was able to do that. Very, very good receiver for them 2 years in a row, finished with a great senior year. And, you know, he did it in the weight room, too. He was one of those guys that was a leader there, you know, always willing to put more weight on the bar or do whatever was necessary. So it was an earned respect.
You know, John, one last thing, you know, all that said, he's a guy that made a ton of plays on the field this year, especially in third down situations, a guy that really seemed to have a sense of, you know, where the sticks were, where he needed to get, just almost a safety valve in a lot of ways for Mason Rudolph or J.W. Walsh, depending on who was out there. He's a guy that when it comes to on-the-field production, they're going to need somebody to step into that role.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you're right. He was very reliable this year, a guy you could easily look to on third down. And I just learned this yesterday. You know, he had a wrap on his left hand. And, you know, I asked him about it. He said, I've been dealing with some stuff all year long with this hand, you know, dislocated fingers, jammed fingers. But he was wearing this wrap because he had a thumb that was particularly bothersome late in the season. So all the stuff he did this year, you know, he did it kind of working through some hand injuries and really never saying a peep about it.
Well, you're going to want to be sure to check out John's story on David Glidden in the Thursday Oklahoman and on News OK. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.